I asked God what the hell was he doing? Why? Why was he doing this to me?
My name is Mack, and this is my warrior story.
I grew up in Oakland, Tennessee from the age of 3 to 11 years old. My childhood was pretty nice until things took a turn. At the age of 11, I lost my cousin. He had a lump in his head and he had a tumor. A few months later, he passed away. I think my family really didn't know how much it bothered me. At that age, trying to learn to move on and move past it. We had to move in with my grandmother in Memphis and Binghamton. And as people know, that's not a good neighborhood. My mom and dad were trying to get a house near her, and we eventually got a house on Macon Road. My mom would sing at churches, and I grew up in the church. I knew there was a heaven, I knew there was a hell. My great-grandmother, she bought us children's Bibles. She would read to us. She would tell us, God is with you. He's always with you, no matter what you do, no matter what you go through, you call on him. At a young age, I felt his spirit. I felt his presence in me. And then when I got older, in the 9th grade from Memphis College of Art, I received summer scholarships. So 9th through 12th grade, I went to their summer classes. My 12th grade year, I received a 4-year scholarship to Lemoyne College. My main focus was always art. I became friends with a young man named Caleb my sophomore year. The following year, Caleb was going through some things. I didn't know what was going on with him besides he was having trouble. He had taken his life and also taken his girlfriend's life. It sent me down a spiral. I started drinking real bad. Anyway, I dropped out of school and I started working. And then I ended up pregnant. I had my son May the 20th, 2008. His name is Kai. We were living at my mom's house. I also did my artwork, was selling it real fast. People commissioned me to do work for them. I did it. I realized there was something going on with my mom. She had cancer. She didn't know how far along it was. She had been going through this for a while, and she had been hiding it from me and my brothers.
Everything in me had come out. Like, I was hopeless. I knew when he said stage 4, that was it. I basically checked out then. I had someone that I was close to gave me some drugs, and that one line of cocaine took me down this spiral. I needed it every day to not have to deal with things. The drugs was more important to me than anything right then. And what I wasn't thinking about is that my son had to see a lot of this stuff. So a couple months had passed, and I get a call. My grandmother had cancer too. I asked God what the hell was he doing? Why? Why was he doing this to me? I was just that selfish. I'm thinking about myself and my feelings. And the people that I really love was gonna be taken away from me. And I knew it was gonna happen soon. So my mom, still sick, still hurting. She found out I was using. She couldn't help but know I was using. I have a relative that was on drugs bad, went to New York. She talked to him, he was doing good. And for some reason she decided right then and there, I'm putting her on the bus to New York so she don't die. That was what she said. She said, baby, I'm sending you to New York. I don't want to get that call. Once they pushed me out saying that I needed to go, to me, they didn't want me there no more. They just shipped me off like I wasn't nothing. That's when I became cold-hearted and bitter because my own blood didn't want me around no more. Went straight back out there buying drugs. Eventually, I ain't had nowhere to go. I was on the streets of Florida, out there homeless, in that cold, cold place, asking people for money, saying, hey, I need money to get this, and that. I wasn't using to get no room. I wasn't using to get no food. I was using to get drugs. That's how bad off I was. And I get the drugs and I go sleep somewhere. I went to Memphis to visit my family. My grandma was having a barbecue at her house. She wasn't cooking, of course, because she wasn't feeling well. All of them came to her house, my mom and all of them. And it felt like my family. So I was like, maybe they'll let me come back. So I asked her, and she was like, no. And I went out on the streets again, using, sitting up through the night, buying from people, getting dope, using
I was just like they say in the Bible, the dry bones. I was among the dead. I was just dead out there. I went to a center down there. Of course, it didn't work out. And it got so bad that I was on the streets. This guy was trying to hurt me. So a friend of mine sent me off somewhere else to try to get help and get out of Florida. And here you go. I get the call from my brother saying that, hey, mama's not doing good. She stopped breathing. I get to the bus station. It's closed. Of course, me and my addiction, I try to find a way to get high. End up getting arrested, going to jail. So I stayed where I was at, and I stayed in trouble. I was living a dangerous life and a sad life. I got out of jail, that was on a Monday, and I called my auntie. She was like, well, I hope they told you what happened. You know, your mom passed away. They cremated her, and that was hurtful too. The whole thing, just missing it, not being there, not being able to say goodbye because I was in my addiction. My grandma went straight into a coma because she was talking about my mama, saying her baby was gone. My mom died August 13th. My grandma died 20-some days after that. When I came to Memphis, got real drunk the day before my grandmother's funeral. I was up, dressed, but I couldn't go. What else can I do now but go get high? I walked the streets, slept with people, took drugs. I was in addiction bad. I was angry with God for a long time, and I just wanted him to take me home, but he wouldn't for some reason. I went to the Warrior Center, and I couldn't stand no one there because I was a bitter and mean person. I didn't like the rules, and they were praying and stuff too. I said, no, I'm not gonna stay in here. I was still not done running and getting high, so I would leave. And it didn't matter how many times I would go in and out, Holly would always open the door for me. It took me years of going in and out the center. Every time I come in the center, I would see people have restoration with their family, and that was all I wanted. It took for God to say, it's time to live. You have to live for your son. One day, God, he showed me things about my life. He said, it's time to live. It's time to speak. It's time to be honest, and it's time to get out of denial. When I came to Olive Branch, they said they would open up a center in Arkansas. I volunteered to go. We made the center. We painted from top to bottom, scraped the floors. It felt like it was my own home. We loved each other there, and it's true love there. And I just thank God that center, that one center in Arkansas, kept me from running. I finally graduated. I never thought I would. And I thank God because I felt my mama and my grandma's presence. The thing about it, she always been with me like God. He always been with me. We have a Warrior Center thrift store. That store saved me too. They opened my eyes to a lot of things over the years. We had some beautiful customers come in there, and it means a lot to me to make them happy. They donate, they give to us because it's for a good cause. It helped people like me that didn't have money to pay for a bed. And now I'm finally listening to what God is telling me to do. I have so much joy because they gave me a chance. They believed in me. And now I'm finally believing in myself. I thank God. My eyes are finally open. And he talks to me every day. Whatever God tells me to do, I do it now. I'm a fighter. I'll never give up again. Now I can save other women and men that come in here that struggle, because I know that struggle and that hurt that's deep down inside of them. I've been crucified with Christ. I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live is in the body. I live by the faithful Son of God who loves me and gave himself for me. I'm strong now to handle certain things that come my way. I'm not running from nothing no more. My artwork means a lot to me. I also do worship art sometimes at our center. We have worship on Sunday, which is amazing, at 11 a.m. It's just beautiful how God is restoring things in my life. And a lot of things I see differently. I see what God was trying to keep me from as well. Now I understand certain things that I couldn't understand back then. I'm truly grateful to be where I'm at today.
My name is Maria Mack, and this is my warrior story.